Хороша чертовка, скажи. Марк, скажи, хороша чертовка.
Good morning. We are in Palace Square again. We're actually heading to the Hermitage. Yeah, today we're actually going. Yeah, so we're going to the Winter Palace, which is the Hermitage, which is a museum here in St. Petersburg.
French word of hermit, to be alone, because it's a place of solitariness, even though.
Well, that's what when it was actually designed, and the museum was first put in here was because Catherine, I think, I can't remember, wanted to be alone, wanted to be able to just have her own time to the paintings and whatnot. So that's how it started, and actually started as a very small building, and now it's considerably larger.
And the hack here is you don't wait in line, you just go through and there's little automatic kiosks and you buy your tickets and then you get in.
We're gonna show you that right now.
Except there's not really a
hacks,
line.
hacks. This can line up really badly though. It can be very, very busy. So we're gonna show you how you get your tickets without having to wait in line and not have to mess around with that kind of garbage, because no one likes waiting in line, especially in peak season. Voila, the beautiful Hermitage. And then we're gonna go into these doors here, and man on scooter. Really beautiful doors here right in the middle. And pass through, and then there's on the left and the right hand side there are little kiosks, and that is where you're going to get your tickets. This is the entrance we're going into. And then instead of waiting in the entrance lines to get tickets to the ticket office, there's ticket booths here. And now everyone kind of knows this hack, but just if there's a long line at the main ticket booth, come here. They're on both sides. You don't need to talk to a live person unless you're getting a discount. And then right here, our friend, entrance with ticket on the side, so we don't need to wait in this line, which I think is to talk to a person. We're just gonna go in here. Et voila, we'll be inside the Hermitage in less than 5 minutes. You can tell when you found an important painting. This is a Rembrandt. I know nothing about it. But these people all apparently do. Thoughts?
It's very warm in this room. We are in the most amazing room right now.
This is where the
Get the top.
Leonardo da Vinci Madonna painting is. And so it's kind of a lull here. Now you see tour groups just flooding through. And through there is where the painting is. And it just gets clustered. There's another one actually here as well, but it is part of a temporary exhibition. It's on like a touring through different museums. This is Michelangelo, Crouching Boy. You got the theme from this room. Death of the animals.
I was gonna say food, but...
Oh, also possible. That's amazing. All the green is like malachite columns. I think it was malachite. It's downstairs.
Oh, the material, yes.
They're super cool. I wish I could get some in my house.
No.
Thoughts? No? Malachite columns? This place is so unbelievably overwhelming because there's so many people. Come later in the day if you can to try and avoid the tour groups. It's fine in a lot of the places, but
With just two of us, because we can just kind of
wiggle around. But like around all the big paintings, like the Rembrandts and the Van Gogh and all that kind of stuff, it's just packed.
But it's
crazy.
open till except there's certain nights and it's open till 9, so you can come after dinner.
Yeah, you can come late and then just try and avoid the crowds, which would be nice. But we're just kind of hitting the key sites right now, and it's amazing. It really is stunning. It's just, there's too much, it's overwhelming. Just a casual room, we're gonna have some tea in. It's a beautiful day today.
So nice.
It always seems to start kind of beautiful and then kind of rains later, so it seems. We're heading to the other building now where you can see Picasso. Both of us wanted to see some Picasso stuff. We had to figure out where it was though. The Hermitage Square. And this fun building over here is where there's a lot more art as well, and that's where you find Picasso in this guy on the side here. That's where they told us, and we're going there, and hopefully we'll find out. Okay, we made it into the general staff building, which if you can get a ticket here for 300 rubles, or you get the combo ticket, which is 700 for both. And now we're just going to try and find some Picasso.
And I think basically
and Fabergé.
By buying the one to the other museum, you automatically get this.
Yeah, you get both, and so it's easy to go to both of them, and it's cheap, really. 700 rubles for two is nothing, really. It's, compared to some of the museum prices we paid elsewhere in the world, it's cheap. Painting by Monet, Sayari, Matisse. These are all Van Goghs. That's what we came for, some Picassos. Alright, Katie, give me your 2 cents on the General Staff Building Museum.
Oh, really good. A lot of the really famous artists, I think, are neoclassical style. I might be wrong, I only took one course on it at university, but it was the people that you like, you've heard the names, you've seen the paintings before, so it was
Matisse,
really cool.
Picasso,
Van Gogh.
And
I think it was really cool because it was really quiet. Nice.
Yeah, the crowds in the Hermitage were a little bit over the top.
But it was great, yeah, I loved it.
These guys are actual bathrooms. They're just like old buses that were retrofitted, or I don't know, they're like parked here, and you can pay to go in and use the restrooms. And it's just an old bus that's been converted into a bathroom. Alright, we have arrived at the cathedral. Oh, sorry, this is the Church of the Saviour on Spilt Blood. And so we're going to. Yeah, it's a busy area. You can imagine pickpockets go to town here. We're gonna head in and do a little bit of a tour around. It's busy. We pre-bought our tickets online, so it's a lot easier to buy them.
You just go to the kiosk, switch them.
Yeah, real easy. I guess they can sell out depending on how many people come in the day, because they max out how many people can come in a day. I don't think they were sold out when we got here anyways, but you can pre-buy them, might as well. It's really easy if you can. We just beat out a big group of tourists, so we're trying to jump in here real quickly. Thank you. Alright, I have all sorts of fun facts about this and the history of it. So this was built in memory of Alexander II. Alexander III, his son, built it for him because in this area where this church is built was where his father was in a carriage, basically, and they tried to assassinate him and threw a grenade. The grenade blew up, didn't hurt him, but he got out.
To investigate.
Exactly, to investigate. And then they threw another grenade, and that grenade killed him on this spot. And so they built this church here on this spot. So Alexander III built it in memorial of Alexander II. And it's stunning. Absolutely beautiful. The outside's being restored right now, so we don't get a full picture, but it's incredibly beautiful. Also, more fun facts. This church contains more than 7,500 square meters of mosaics, which according to the restorers is more than any other cathedral or church in the world. You can see how small those little pieces are. That is incredible. Beautiful. That's the truth, the Russian truth, and the whole truth. Where are we right now, Katie?
So today we're at the Russian Vodka Museum, which is one of the top sites to see, and next door is the Stroganoff house, so it's one of the best places to get beef stroganoff in the city. So we're here to do both of those things and experience a little bit of Russia, but I'll be experiencing it on camera.
So I have a tasting package. We're going to try some of the vodkas and then also learn a little bit of the history about them. And then, yeah, like Katie said, we're going to find some of the best stroganoff in the city and have a stroganoff afterwards. It's going to be a great evening. And we get to actually have some snacks with the tastings and stuff. So we're really looking forward to this. It's fun. We worked out earlier so that we wouldn't have to worry about working out after this. So in here you can see one of the original ways that they produced the rye beer, basically. And then it just goes through the history. It's a very small museum, it's not very big. You can get an audio guide, or there's little QR codes you can scan, which you can read about. And they've just got all like little artifacts from history and how vodka's made and all sorts of fun stuff. And then you go into the bar and you get to taste them. It's pretty cheap. We do a tour and tasting for like $14 each. Okay, so I'm going to try some vodka here and snacks. So we've got 3 different types of vodka. You have to drink it in one specific order, and then we got 3 snacks. So you usually do a shot of vodka, you have a snack, you do a shot of vodka, you have a snack, you do a shot of vodka, you have a snack, or rest in between if you'd like. You can see all throughout in here they've got like the history of vodka and how sort of it came to be and how it's created and all the details there. And these are the 3 different vodkas you get to try in that order specifically. Here's Katie eating fish.
Pickled herring and egg and mustard and onion.
It's really fishy. That's her. I don't really care for this face.
Okay. And the fat, he's eating fat. Look at that, he's eating pure animal fat. What do you think?
The aftermath. Now we're going for dinner. Stroganoff time. Starting our dinner with a lovely bowl of borscht. We both love beets, so we're having borscht, which is very beets and veal. Veal. Mark likes veal. Kate doesn't like veal. And then this is pierogi. So we're having pierogi's Russian style, which is, you see, they're a little different than what we're used to. It's more like phyllo dough around it. So from inside the museum, this is like their like rye bread beer basically. It's like 1%. There's like nothing to it. But this is kvass. And then yeah, she's drinking
cranberry morse, which is cranberry juice, but taste.
I don't know what cranberry morse is exactly, but
It's kind of like more pulpy, but I don't know what the pulp would come from.
Interesting. Here's our stroganoff. Katie's got the fried potatoes.
Oh, me. The reason why this was even invented in the first place was for someone in the Stroganoff family couldn't chew well, so they invented something soft so he could eat it when he was old.
Let's focus this. It's brain.
This is brain? This is bone. This is bone marrow.
Do you eat
Cool.
the whole thing?
Mine has mashed potatoes, so same, but slightly different.
Yep.
We're now having
Do you like in Russia?
this is vodka
Like in Russia?
with
Many
what is
people
this?
in the world.
This is a lemon sorbet with
Russia is
vodka.
war, military.
I think this is reindeer.
What did he say?
This is reindeer.
We're
We're doing shots
10 hours,
of
I think.
local vodka,
Canada, 10 hours the other way.
and this is raw
Like
carpaccio reindeer.
the
You dip in pepper after the shot.
the most
We made a
different
friend here.
will be when you
Don't tell her. Just let her try it first.
No.
try and then
I want to know what it is.
2 more shots of
and tell
vodka.
me what is it.
I wanna
And
know.
not really sure what this one
Okay,
is.
hold on, I'll take it.
We're trying something new though. That is the end of our night. We hung out with our friendly man that we met. No.
You need to redo it.
Okay.
No, don't call him friendly man.
That is the end of our night. And we met this Russian guy at dinner, and he just like randomly started talking to us, and so we sat down with him and had a couple casual beverages with him, and we tried a whole bunch of different Russian foods. The like reindeer carpaccio and the fish and like a mushroom dish and all these different crazy things, and it was a ton of fun. Like just an experience you don't usually get, and it was so interesting just to talk to someone that was local and not like a tour guide or something. So really awesome evening, so much fun. But now it's late, so we're going to bed. We'll see you guys tomorrow. We're going to Peter and Paul Fortress, and then we head to Kazan for the next part of our adventure. See you tomorrow. Also, just a note, that is the sky at almost 1 o'clock in the morning. So the sun actually sets around 11:30. Whoa, maybe 10:30, but it's never really sets.
It rises at
And
3:30.
so it's rising at 3:30. So within 2 hours, the sun will have absolutely risen. So it's like it never really gets fully dark. So this is it's not in June you get the full midnight sun. But we're in July here and virtually all midnight sun. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to subscribe up here. Check out our most recent other videos over here, or subscribe to our other channel over here.